Well, you've just seen examples, not so much of human beings, but human doing. Kind of the nuts and bolts and the world out there kind of human. Yeah, and but there is a higher truth, a greater power than just the power of my moving and your moving from task to task and transaction to transaction. And a lot of us tie it to the breath. I mean, we are such a remarkably engineered critter in that our bodies do so much without our having to think about it, especially the breathing. So, in function and the science of religious science, it is to bring newness and that element that we can't live without, oxygen, into our body and into our lungs to be further processed. And then on the out breath, it's been exchanged for that element of stuff that needs to be released from the body because we no longer need it. It's done its job, and it's going somewhere else to do another job because we breathe in oxygen, we breathe out carbon dioxide. But there's a little more, I believe, and that is we breathe in the newness of the next moment. And we breathe out and let go of something inside that is no longer useful, that we're done with. And in that process, something settles. It is a beautiful introduction to just one of the many, many forms of meditation. Meditation, the act of opening my mind to receive something new and releasing something on the out breath that's no longer needed. And what we bring in this morning is the anticipation, indeed the knowledge of someone wrote a hymn called A Closer Walk with Thee. Well, how about a closer connection with whatever you choose, the Spirit, God, Buddha, universe, the force, whatever you choose to form a relationship with that thing both inside you and outside of you. Something with a better track record than I have, that was waiting for me as I walked into this room, where I know, like I know the sun will rise again tomorrow, that love is spoken here. And that the work we are doing here is that of applying new thoughts sourced by and driven by that higher power. New thoughts about ancient wisdom. And on the next deep and gentle inhale, if there is any part of you where you feel some tension, just direct your next breath toward it. Just imagine that newness is being sent to that part of you that is opening and eager to grasp what is next. And if you care to allow me to put forth a watchword for today, and that is compassion. Compassion. Compassion for self and compassion in equal measure to and for others. Let's take a few moments, and I will watch the time, to consider how compassion is making its way into our lives this morning. And as we continue to consider compassion, think about how you might have a little conversation with yourself and offer yourself some compassion. And now, as you consider your connection to and relationship with people in this room, in this community, and otherwise in your life, what words would you care to share with someone that they might certainly understand and feel your compassion for them? Your recognition and remembrance for them, just as people have remembered for you that there is something very special going on inside of you. Always has been available, always will be, and I can see it. It might be that simple. Okay, and it's time to, if your eyes have been closed, begin to remember what this sacred room looks like. Gently return both your mind and your body and your spirit and your compassion. And be prepared for yet another spiritual experience as this morning unfolds. And so it is.